Happy New Year. Did you like my little like whistle slash trumpet slash really bad trumpet? I hope you're well. I'm sorry it has been so long since I've done a video. It's actually shocking. There should be like punishment for it. I checked and it's been a month and a bit, so I thought I'd check in while I have the time. I am alive and I am well, and I hope you are too. Okay, so the last video I did was in November. We're now in January. So Christmas is over, and we're now in a new year. Yeah, just been so busy. Work has been manic. I said in the last video how excited I was for Christmas and how much I love Christmas and everything. I'm glad it's over. We've now stopped doing the Christmas menu, which is great because it's one less thing to draw people in, and all the massive parties and things like that. Ugh. They stay till like on midnight and you're like, just go home. It's cold, it's dark, it's foggy, it's wet. Why would you come out if you don't have to? So they're a real test of patience and just everything this week. This week, like the last couple of weeks. So I'm glad in a way that it is over because they ran us ragged. So it was really busy. We weren't always staffed properly. We had this one girl who's a full-timer but yet never came in. So between us and the part-timers, we all had to try and like cover her. And like that would be on my day off, and I'd be like, oh, so now I don't get a day off because I'm covering her. So it was pretty wild. And I think our manager, I think he realizes that because this week I think it's part of they need to try and save money bit for the company, but he's also given us time to like recover and re-energize and have a little bit of us time. And it's crazy. I mean, you know full well I'm not a people person. Never have been, never will be. And yet, when you're in a restaurant, you're constantly surrounded by people, whether they're good, bad, or ugly. And so it's really nice to just have a day to yourself. You don't have to speak to anyone if you don't have to. Hold on, I got pins and needles. So yeah. Also, I'm sorry about the light quality in this video. It's pretty grey outside and it's pretty dark in my room, but I can't bother to switch the light on because it's only 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, my day off, and well, it's not really a day off. I'm in at 7 today till 10, which is pointless. Part-time hours. Why do they need me? So yes, that's been the work situation for the last month. Life in general has been okay. So had obviously December, my birthday and Christmas. Got lots of nice presents. I gave out lots of nice presents too. And still broke. I was broke in the last video. Even more broke in this one. I had to pay off a bit of my credit card today, and I saw how much was left to pay off, and I thought, oh, bloody hell, that's going to take me forever. And yeah, so what did... Okay. No thank you. And what's been happening? So in the last video you saw that the space behind me, which I'm really not doing very well at pointing to the space, was blank. You can now see above my head, like the very tip of my head, an MDF shelf. And if I do that, again, sorry for the poor quality light, you can see 3 shelves. So in the space, I think it was literally like 2 days afterwards, that last video, I think he'd come and he did the shelves, and I just haven't shown you. I mean, you saw a photo on Instagram, but in a video you haven't seen it. So all the dolls all the dolls I have are now on the shelf, and there's plenty of room for more. And then just around that little bit where the bear is, there's 1, 2, and there's one slightly higher up as well. So there's 3 shelves down there too, so that's giving me so much more room, just to put things in, to have a bit more space. So Hayley came round for New Year's. It was the first time she'd seen it in person, and she herself said that although I've got a lot of stuff, doesn't look ridiculously like I'm hoarding. Like, it's quite well laid out and spaced out, and it looks presentable. So I'm doing good. So yeah, so the shelves, I paid for them as well. So that kind of started off the whole broke situation, really, because I paid for the shelves, then I paid for all the Christmas presents, then I paid for some stuff for myself, and yeah, so it's just been since November started, really. I haven't really stopped spending, which is bad, and that's going to change. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, to stop spending. So yeah, presents, what did I get? So for my birthday, from Mum and Dad, I got one of the dolls out there, the Anna and Christoph designer one, which is really sweet, and is now made a grand total of 7 dolls. I got a Pandora gift card, and the Once Upon a Time Season 4 DVD. Then Christmas, I got a Michael Kors watch. I'm trying to remember what I got, it's really bad. It only happened like a week ago. Got a Michael Kors watch, a handbag for when we go on holiday, and there was something else in it from Mum and Dad, and I can't remember what it was. So bad. Yeah. Actually, I can't remember. I'm looking around trying to think what it was, and I cannot remember. And there was 3 presents, I know that, and I can't even remember 2. Oh well. Hayley and John, they got me, for my birthday, they bought me the next 2 pop vinyls in the Once collection, which I didn't even know existed. So it was Selena and Belle, and I had heard nothing about them coming out or anything, so they did really well to A, get that, and then to keep quiet about it, and they did extremely well for me not to find out about it and then buy it myself. I got a Disney book, I got a Pandora initial charm with a K on it, I got another book, what else did I get? And I got 2 animated dolls, so the plastic ones that I collect, which meant I'm 3 away from finishing now, and I may have bought them on New Year's Day, just because I thought, well, now I definitely know no one's got them for me. There's only 3 left to finish off the entire collection, so I bought them. They should be coming today, hopefully, and I'm excited because it means a whole collection is finished. You don't know how stoked and happy that makes me. I can't believe I just used the word stoked. Sorry. And actually, one of the dolls is from the film Moana, which came out, I believe, on the first weekend or first days of December. So I can't remember if I told you I was going to see it or I wanted to see it, but I went with my cousin, and it was really good. It was really good, and that then justified buying the doll, because I refused to buy things if I haven't seen the movie. But now I've seen the movie, so I bought her. So there's Moana, Boo from Monsters Inc., and Tiana from Princess and the Frog, and then that's the whole collection done. Which is good, because there's no more room for any of them, so they can't make any more princess ones. So what else has been happening? So Christmas Day we had off. Okay, right, so I went through presents. Let's do on my birthday. I had my birthday off, and so did Mum. She took the day off especially. We went to a place called Wallington Wood Grove Nurseries, something like that. Now, I'm not a gardening person, as you know. I kill anything. But they have a really good like Christmas tree and Christmas decorations, and they had ton because it was so close to Christmas. Everything was like half price because they were trying to get rid of the stuff. So we got some new decorations for the house, and it's just really nice to look around. Had tea and cake, or hot chocolate and cake, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the other present just reminded me. It's right behind me. That thing. It's a new jewellery box. So yeah, I'm jumping around really badly because I haven't planned this. So the jewellery box. Do you remember I used to have 2 necklace mannequins? Basically all my jewellery was getting tarnished from being out in the air. Nothing was sealed or shut. Every time I wanted to wear something, I'd have to polish it. So the idea is that everything is contained in there, in the little drawers, in OCD format. So there's a Pandora drawer, there's a ring drawer, there's a bracelet drawer, there's a glass drawer, and it means that I can polish it once, and then in theory the silver should stay silver and not get tarnished. So that was the other present that I couldn't remember, and it was sitting right behind me all the time. So yeah, what were we talking about? My birthday. So we went to the nursery. That was really nice. Had tea and cake. Came back in time for me to go to a doctor's appointment. Now I don't think you know any of this, really. But basically, you know, I had 2 helix piercings in my left ear. Well, now I don't. And to cut a really long and annoying story short, my mum thought they were infected, so we went to the doctor. The doctor gave me antibiotics and said if you don't get them taken out, then basically we'll need to cut your ear off, which played right into my mum's hands. We went to the piercer, who's been piercing people's ears and body parts for 25 years. She said there was nothing wrong with them. Basically we were over cleaning, and I already knew that in a way, because the healing process said only clean for 4 days and just leave it alone. My mum doesn't leave things alone. We were cleaning every other day for like the past, got it done in September, so the past 2 months. And basically like a scab. If you pick a scab, it's never going to heal. But my mum wasn't happy, and she was insisting that I get these things taken out. And I wanted to believe the piercer, she was believing the doctor. I was like, at the end of the day, it's my ears, and it cost me 50 quid to get them done. But then at the same time, I was like, if I leave them in, she's just going to keep nagging and nagging and nagging me. So I rather reluctantly got them taken out. I did not speak to her for a whole day. And she knew I wasn't happy, which I wasn't. And, you know, I'm an adult. I told her I was getting them done. Whereas Hayley, when she got her one done, she didn't tell her. She was in uni. She was drunk. She didn't even really remember it being done or where she got it done. So I thought I was being quite responsible, and yet it still didn't work out. So that really pissed me off, because now my ear is just back to normal. You can tell at the back that I've had them there, but at the front it doesn't look like anything's ever been there. But it was so shiny, and now there's just nothing there, which is really annoying. So that happened on my birthday and the day after. Then Christmas Eve, worked. Christmas Day I had it off, but because I was on stupid antibiotics, I couldn't really drink. So I just got drunk on food, and there was a lot of food. Nan came over. Boxing Day I had work, and my cousin came over. Again, I don't know how much you know, so there was a bit of drama. Well, it was around the time of the last video. I just can't remember if I told you. I might not have put it on here actually. I might have messaged you about it. But basically, my cousin and her boyfriend are now exes. He was aggressive, and the police were involved, and she went back to Norfolk for 2 weeks. It was really unnecessary, because we'd all told her that, you know, maybe you shouldn't move in with him, maybe you need to give it a bit longer, like, consider what you're doing. And she was like, no, I love him. And, you know, if you really do love someone like that, I guess it's hard to see past what everybody else can see. But yeah, so things got really bad, and she ended up moving out. She went to Norfolk for 2 weeks to kind of get her head back in some sort of headspace. I don't think it really worked. And now she's moved back here, but she's in a lodger position. So she's with this couple, and she's got her own bedroom, and they share the kitchen and stuff like that. And she's not that far from us actually, so it's just annoying because now she's on her own. She doesn't do being on her own. I can go for days without talking to people, and she can't go a minute without looking at her phone and messaging someone. And she's still got connections to this guy, like she's really close to his brother's girlfriend and the kid that they've got, and I'm like, look, you need to cut all ties with them, because otherwise he's just going to find out what you're doing, and you're going to find out what he's doing, and you're never actually going to be able to move on from each other. So it was a bit ridiculous. And so because she was alone Boxing Day, my nan asked her round to our place without actually checking whether that was okay. And my nan is the type of person who just expects things to be done for her, handed to her on the plate. Like, she comes over and dinner gets dished up, she doesn't move, she doesn't help with cooking, she doesn't help with cleaning, she just kind of sits there all day, and she doesn't get the hint when it's time to leave, because people want to, enjoy their evening, and Dad wants to have a drink, but he can't till he's dropped her home. So that was really annoying. So that meant that Gemma, I just said an hour, that meant that she was round ours. I came home from work and both her and Nan were still there, and I was like, look, I've just had a whole day at work. It would be really, really nice if I could get changed in my pyjamas, I don't have to speak to anyone. And I was trying to hint that I just wanted to be alone, and they weren't really getting the message, which was really annoying, because they always outstay their way. They're welcome, and it's quite frustrating. So that was Boxing Day. Then every day in between I was working, and then New Year's Eve I was working again. Closed the restaurant. Thankfully it was at 11:30. No, it must have been just before, 11:15, and the manager on shift was doing prosecco for everybody. So I stayed, I did a toast with them, and then I legged it home. Got to about 20 to midnight, and I was just reaching the garage. I was like, yes, I'm gonna make it. Went through the arch to get to the front door, and I got the fright of my life. Seriously, wasn't expecting it. There was a woman cradling beer, and was kind of half laughing, half crying. I was like, are you okay there? And I didn't recognise her at first, I really didn't. So I rang the doorbell, and Mum answered, and I was like, Mum, I think our neighbour's here, and I think she's drunk, and I think she wants to come in. And it was our neighbour, and she lost her dog last March. I can't even remember when it was. It wasn't very long ago. It can't have been March. It's been it wasn't March. March was too long ago. She lost it recently, and she was basically in a state because she was on her own New Year's Eve and didn't want to rein it in on her own. And Hayley and John were here also, and they were staying over for the night. And so I haven't seen them since my birthday, and I was like, oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing them. We're going to do Christmas presents and everything, as a second Christmas Day. And this woman just kind of came in. I was like, for God's sake, I've just rushed home, as fast as I possibly could, to celebrate with my family, and we've got an intrusion. And because my mum and dad are the way they are, they didn't turn her away. She reined in the New Year's with us, but I was just like, oh my god, she's so drunk, she's not going to remember it. And no, it was just annoying. It was really annoying. So New Year's Day I had off, and I booked that as holiday because, like I said, Hayley and John stayed the whole day, so I wanted to spend the day with them. So all in all, it was a pretty good successful festive season. I've eaten way too much, and I made up for not being able to drink Christmas Day on New Year's Day. And I went in the next day with a bit of a sore head. Yeah. So we're now in 2017. There's so many things that are going to happen this year, hopefully. So Hayley's 30th this year in particular is a biggie. I've started trying to think of what to plan to get her or do with her. To kind of, mark our usual sisters going somewhere thing. And actually we're starting that off in May. And again, I don't know if you know or not. I can't remember if I've told you or who I've told. But in May, her and I are going to Disneyland Paris. It's their 25th celebration since the park's been open. So we're going to do that. That wasn't specifically for her 30th. It was just, we're going to go, and it just happens to be your 30th in the same year. And that was us trying to justify spending the money. Which I paid her back for as well. So along with the shells, they were like 500 quid. Disney was 600. I reckon I spent at least 200 to 300 on Christmas presents for everyone. So that's a lot of money. So the title of this video, I think, is going to be called Get Real January or something like that, because I just need to stop spending. I might actually chop my cards up so that I can't use them. It's so tempting. So we've got that in May. They're going to Mexico together in October, I think, and then Mum, Dad and I are going to Lanzarote again in June. You and I, hopefully, I still don't know if you're going to come, you better do, in March, are going to go and see Ollie, and he's starting his tour really soon as well. So that's in March. There'll be other stuff. Oh, Mum and Dad are going away in March too. They're going to Tenerife, so I'm going to be home alone for a whole week, which can be quite scary because I don't normally. I'm here like during the day by myself, but rarely. So to be here at night by myself as well, that'd be weird. So yeah, there's lots of good things happening. I really need to start looking for a new job. Not because I'm fed up with this one. Like, if I can do Christmas, I can do it all year. I think that's the kind of the motto. If you can cope during the Christmas period at a restaurant, then you're good for any time. But just because I think now the tips and the novelty of the whole place is going to go down. I don't think we're going to get paid anywhere near what we have been getting paid. And it would be really nice to eventually have a 9 till 5 or an 8 till 4 job and have the weekends to myself again. Like just get into some kind of stable routine. That'd be good. And the guy who I'm quite close to at work, he's going off to uni this year, so we're kind of each other's deadlines. So like if he leaves, I'll go. If I go, he leaves, type of thing. So just gotta wait and see. I've been looking, and I've been applying, but just nothing yet. So yeah, I'm just currently enjoying what there is. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I think I've practically said everything. I've got my other laptop here. I'm just downloading the Batman series. And I'm just about to actually plug in my hard drive to this computer and burn Inferno to DVD, because Michael and I really want to watch it, and I haven't been able to find a good torrent. So now that I've found one, I want to burn it, and I don't know when I'm seeing him. I may be seeing him tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, there's really not a lot else to say. Oh god, when I started this, I could have sworn there was tons to say. It is absolutely freezing here, by the way. I hope it's cold where you are. I think we're currently on 1 or -1. I think we're going to be -2 tonight. It's really cold. It's ridiculous. And the fog has been insane. The pavement's been icy, but no actual snow. Yeah, I can't wait for summer. Yeah, yeah. I can't think of anything else to say, so I'm gonna leave it there. It's nearly 11 o'clock, so I've got a lot of hours before work, so I'm gonna finish watching off Pretty Little Liars. I'm on season 7, episode 6, and there's another 4 episodes to watch before they do that stupid American cut-off thing. So the second half of season 7, I think, is coming out at the end of January. So I've got a little bit of a gap before I can watch the like rest of it. And it's the last season as well. So once I finish, I think it will be time to watch Once. I think. I'm not entirely sure if they've finished the season that they're on yet, or whether they're still going. I've no idea. But I'll have to find something to watch. I can't not watch anything. Yeah. So I think that's all. Give me a video whenever you can. I honestly don't know like what you're even up to at the moment. Are you working? Have you found work? Are you still looking for work? Wherever and whatever you're doing, Happy New Year to you and your family. I promise I won't leave it so long next time to do a video. It's been crazy. But yeah, I shall hear from you soon. Adios.